guys in the comments section. Now, for the moment we've all been waiting for. He is a big Georgia fan. He is unprofessional. He is probably on his bed right now. He is the best co-host in the history of co-hosts with me on the Unprofessional Sports Show. The one and only, ladies and gentlemen, TikTok Chess Hall. What's up, buddy?
What's up, brother? How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You got anything to say first off before we get started on anything I had to say sports-wise?
I definitely think the Chiefs are going to win it. Win it this year. I think that the Julio Jones was a missing piece of the Tennessee Titans. The whole realign thing is stupid. I can't stand it. Yep. I think we should go to an 8-team playoff instead of a 12-team playoff because once we go to a 12-team playoff, you're going to see a lot of teams that get blowed out in the first round. I mean, in the near future, we're probably going to see a national championship team that has 2 losses on the record.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it, man. I love the topic.
Yeah, and especially, I mean, you mentioned, especially with this playoff expansion, they want to take all of the Power 5 champs and put them in this 12-team playoff, which I'm not against. But, I mean, like we saw Oregon with 2 losses win the Pac-12 a few years ago. Are we going to put teams like that in there? And if so, I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, as long as you can look at the record and say, okay, the 2 losses were not that bad. Like if they lose like to a top 10 team in like USC, or maybe they get someone like a Georgia or an Alabama on the schedule, it's not too bad. But Chess, this is your first time actually on my Ballard Sports 360 show, unless I think maybe I've had you on when I have a hangout episode on here every now and then, but I love trying to get guests on here. Y'all do me a favor, hit the thumbs up if you're enjoying this stream so far. It also helps the channel out. Subscribe if you're new. Go subscribe to TikTok Chess Hall as well. His link's in the video description. And if you ever want to be a guest like Chess Hall on here, send me an email, ballardsports19@gmail.com. I would love to get you on. So, Chess, I'm going to give you the floor, man. Just talk about, I guess, not like your whole life story, but you have a YouTube channel. You're so close to 1,000 subscribers. How have you gotten this far with your channel? Just talk about what your channel is, what your goals are, and just kind of how it's been on YouTube for yourself.
Yeah. I created my YouTube channel in 2012. I didn't make videos or anything. I started watching Uncle Lou in 2015.
Yeah.
The Fire Mark Rick video. So I started watching his videos religiously. My father passed away, and I needed something to connect to. Get my mind off of it, so I started watching Lou, and I noticed he had a morning show, and he needed guests, and so I wanted to be on there, and I went on there. They loved me, him and BBD both, back when the show was actually watchable. Anyways, and then I started going on more and more and more, and then I started making YouTube videos. I've been a Georgia fan since 2003.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very passionate about my team, just like you are about yours, of course.
Yeah.
And so I started doing like hangout streams and doing game streams, and started the Unprofessional Sports Show with you. With you,
Sunday nights.
We switched like multiple times, but we started that about a year ago.
Yeah.
And now my channel, if you watch my videos from the beginning to now, my channel's transition from just a funny, goofy channel to like an exciting, really good videos channel. But we all do that when we first start YouTube. We don't know what we're doing. We think certain things are good, but when you really go back and look at it, and they're terrible. But yeah, man, just grinding it out. I'm looking to put out 3 or 4 videos a week throughout the season.
Ooh, there you go.
And I'm ready for the Unprofessional Sports Show season. I'm ready for the Unprofessional Sports Show 2-year reunion next year. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, we originally had planned that we were going to try to meet up for the 1-year stream, but I'm sure we'll definitely meet in person.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, what do you think the best part of doing that show with me is, man? Outside of obviously, I guess I know you're probably going to say doing it with you, but what's the best part of doing that show?
Um, I get to do it with one of my best friends. I don't do it with somebody that I
Right.
don't know nothing about. I do it to somebody. I do it with somebody that I talk to every other day on the phone or text.
Yeah, I got
And
you, man.
and me and you just flow really good. Like we don't get on there and like go bound by the book. We go on there and have fun and try to entertain people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So you've been on for maybe a year, year and a half on YouTube, and I remember when I first started watching your videos, you had like just started, and you were doing like small hangout streams and stuff, and you would
Mm-hmm.
like this man, I promise you, would lay on his side on his bed, do live streams with a dip bottle and everything. Now he
Yeah.
sits up. Now he like uses StreamYard for pretty much every video. Just like I mean, you're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. You've been
Mm-hmm.
on a year and a half now. You've definitely grinded and worked your tail off on the channel. But for you personally, where have you seen the most growth in yourself that has like definitely helped you with the success that you've had?
Um, Definitely taking advice from certain people. Certain guy that is a
Yeah.
douche. I'm not gonna say his name, but he's a douche. He did tell me I need to start uploading videos. And I gotta thank, man. I gotta
Yeah,
thank you. I gotta thank D4. I would thank
no problem,
Trenches,
buddy.
but Trenches hasn't been around that long with me. But I
Yeah,
gotta thank all the guys in the Morningwood crew. They told me I need to start taking my videos more seriously,
yeah,
and that they see potential in my channel. And I got more confident. I learned how to edit a little bit, and now I don't look at YouTube as a job. I look at it.
right,
I look at it as a job in a way, but I do look at it
right.
as I'm having fun doing it. I love doing YouTube.
Like a
YouTube is
hobby,
fun to
right?
watch
Like
me.
like a
Yes, I love
hobby.
YouTube.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
absolutely, man. I mean, I
Mhm.
definitely, can see where I've grown in my channel and everything, and
Oh yeah.
especially for someone that's wanting to be a sportscaster. Like I started out, when I started my channel, I would make videos and I would, record myself, but I pace in circles and all that. Now I kind of have a cool setup here, and
Hmm.
I sit down, I put some notes into it, some thought into the videos, and I can definitely say, and I'm sure you've kind of experienced the same thing, just being on YouTube. You kind of, the more you do it, the better you get at it, and the more you do it, you get better. You learn more, and you kind of can critique yourself, and you just grow with it, and you know, it's just fun. And I know we have the unprofessional sports show, but you definitely, if you really put the work into it, you could become a little bit more professional as you work on, YouTube. And really anything in life, not even just YouTube.
Oh yeah. I've definitely come a long way on
Hmm.
YouTube. I used to have crappy lighting, crappy mic, all that kind of stuff. Now I got everything's perfect. Got a new camera. I'm happy and I'm doing good. YouTube definitely has brought me out of my comfort zone.
Right.
I used to be very shy,
Yeah.
but now I'm open ears. I'll talk to anybody, and I just can't believe people actually watch us do this and actually are entertained and come back every week. You know what I mean? It's not like
Yeah.
we're not famous or anything, but dude,
Right.
I
But we do
like
have we
we have a
we're not.
following. Yeah,
Go ahead.
we have a following, and like
Yeah.
when me and you both say we love you guys, we legitimately love you guys. Like without
Yeah.
you guys, our channels wouldn't flourish whatsoever. We'd just be on here talking about nothing.
Right. And it'd be like, and what's so cool is like, having an audience, even if you don't get them on your streams, you read comments, and it's like a conversation starter, or, you're engaging with the audience and talking with them. One thing leads to another with conversation and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
I even noticed that on, the unprofessional sports show, we've been covering teams. We just did, uh, was it Sunday night? We did Michigan and Ohio State, and
Yep.
even still, it's like, you know, okay, read the stats, read the schedule, and all that. But I mean, we even had Nate the Great come on, a Michigan fan, and that really helped us out a lot talking about Michigan football. I mean, it's just great to engage with the audience and like read the comments and everything. Because imagine if we didn't have anybody commenting on a show, Chess,
Oh, it
we would
sucks.
just be rambling. We'd just be rambling on. I mean, and what's the point? But we have an audience to engage with, and we read a comment and, maybe go off that for a little bit, have a laugh or two, and just engage in conversation.
And
So I
and
definitely
and,
would say audience is important.
and I'll say this, and I've said this before, but the unprofessional sports show made it where I wanted to do. I wanted to quit YouTube so many times,
Yeah,
but the unprofessional sports show, doing a show with a co-host who's your best friend,
thanks.
makes you happy and makes you want to do YouTube more. Because there's tons of times I've wanted to quit YouTube, but I don't quit YouTube because of you are relying on me, and
Yeah,
I'm relying on you. You know what I mean?
right.
Like I would like to think I've helped.
Absolutely.
I would like to think that I've helped you out in this year, and you've definitely helped me out in this year. So
I I don't, man, you've helped me out more than enough, really. I mean, there's been a lot of people, like I said, just having an audience and just like I do, and I try not to do too many hangout streams. Like I try not to let my channel be based on that. But like sometimes I'll just start one up and just see if people hop on and we talk and we have, just great conversation. And it's people like you or Trenches or Jeff Webster or whoever it might be, Nate the Great, always showing up. I mean, just having friends and I've never met anybody in person yet from YouTube, but still like just having friends and people to talk to every day that are kind of on your level and understand and you can just hang out with is just incredible.
yeah, YouTube has definitely definitely. Ballard said no. Um, no start to show, buddy. You can't come on the show. If YouTube is a grind, and I'll
Yeah,
tell you this: you doing hangout. The reason I quit doing hangout streams is because hangout streams is not going to get you subscribers. You're going to get the same
that's
people in there
true.
constantly. And when you do upload videos, you need to share it out. And here's a little myth behind my madness. I
Hmm.
learned this from D4. I went on Facebook, and I'm in 50 different Facebook groups. I'm in a Georgia one, South
Okay.
Carolina one, a Clemson one. I share
Yeah.
all my videos to that, and I have my own Facebook page, which Ballard created his today.
Yes, sir.
So
Absolutely.
you got to venture out there. I mean, you gotta share your videos, or nobody's gonna see it. And
Right.
eventually, I mean, look at Ballard. He had a video blow up. He had 7,000 views on that kick video from Real Rocker.
Yeah. And that was, I literally, I don't even remember sharing that out, but I mean, I mean, I took the video of him kicking the field goal, and all I did was throw some music in there. It's not even a minute long. I just threw some effects and music in there. It's got 8,000 views. It's been up for 10 months. I mean, it's incredible. And my second most viewed, I mean, I'm not going to go through all this, but I did a live stream for the Bama and Notre Dame semifinal game, and I reacted to it.
Mm-hmm.
Some interruption here or there, but I mean, that got like 4.8 thousand views. So, I mean, and I don't
Yeah.
even have, I'm working on getting to 500 subscribers. So, I mean, your subscriber count doesn't dictate your views because, I mean, look,
Mm-hmm.
for like, you're probably only going to get maybe 10 or 15% of your subscribers when you like do a stream. Like, we only got 5 people watching right now, but we appreciate you guys. Um,
Yeah.
uh, but man, just put a video out here there, even if it's like a small video, just to say, hey, what's up, man? Someone's going to find it. Someone's going to enjoy that. And you don't do it for popularity, but you at least would like to, if you're really passionate about it. Like we're not doing our channels just because, oh, we're going to be popular and on top of the world, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, whoever the heck type of level. We just enjoy doing sports videos. We enjoy college football. We got friends on here. We
Mm-hmm.
enjoy what we do, and if people like that, great. And if they don't, then keep going, man. You just never give up with it.
I mean, um, YouTube is there's some like for the people that are in the audience that don't do YouTube. When you upload a video, it's not just uploading a video. You film the video, whatever. You may take an hour or two to edit it, and then you put it up. But you got to put tags on that video. You got to make sure there's no copyright, anything on that video, and it's just there's a lot of hard work to be put into it. And I found out this last week by putting 5 videos out. I've never put 5 videos out in my lifetime in a week, but I'm gonna try to keep on that pace and try to do it. But I think when the season starts, the Unprofessional Sports Show and Halls of Fame is going to be up there with the big shows, because even if not a lot of people watch the beginning of the stream, if they're not there, those streams have a lot of playback value, and that's what you want, is playback value.
Absolutely.
I mean, look at the
people. I mean, not everyone's going to catch this live or whatever, but you would hope that they go back, and if they missed it, they go back and hear it and share it out and grow it. And, like, if people miss it live, and nobody watches it when it's live, but you get it uploaded, you'd hope that people would go back and hear it.
Yeah, I mean, me and Ballard, the last Unprofessional Sports Show, it's got like 200 something views, and like we had like maybe 12 or 13 people in there watching it at one time. I mean, we haven't. I mean, we're gonna blow up. It's gonna happen. I already know. I've already told Ballard. I'm taking him to the top with me. We're going to the top. We're doing it together. If I hit 1,000, by gosh, he's gonna hit 1,000 eventually. I don't care if it takes forever. So
yeah. But, and Jess, so we'll talk about this too. Some of your subscribers that kind of, came on, and you hit 1,000 pretty fast in a way. I mean, at least for hitting 1,000 subs, but you're also behind the name TikTok Chess All. You are famous on TikTok. How has that helped you in a way with your YouTube success?
I'm not famous whatsoever, Ballard. I'm not. I got 60-something thousand followers on TikTok. TikTok, it was my wheelhouse. TikTok got me, okay, well, not TikTok, but my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't spread him on YouTube, but if somebody asks me about him, I will tell them what I know and what I believe in. He died for me, and he did all that stuff for me. I know that in my heart, and I believe it. But my TikTok is Christian based. Like, you won't see me cuss or nothing like that over there. And Ballard can attest to that. I don't cuss or nothing over there. I'm very clean. But my TikTok has helped out with my YouTube channel a lot, because people are like, oh, because I pinned my YouTube channel in my TikTok.
Right.
And I've got 60 or 70 people from TikTok to subscribe to me. I have.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I don't get on TikTok much anymore because I'm so busy with YouTube. I'm thinking about videos every day. Like, I made a video today, which I had to make one, but I got at least 2 or 3 videos I need to film this week sometime.
Yeah.
So, but
and you say you need to film, see, that's where the dedication comes in, because see, Chess and I on our channels, we are our own boss, but we put it in our mind like, man, we have to put this video out. We got to get something going. We got to see, that's a good mentality to have, Chess. I respect that. Yeah.
I don't care if there's 2 people watching or 4 people watching. As long as somebody's watching, I'm happy. I've said this. Once YouTube got not fun anymore, I would quit. And I'm far from quitting. YouTube's always fun for me. Yeah. I don't care about the trolls. I don't care about anything like that. All I care about is the people who follow me and like my stuff and support my channel, and I appreciate every single one of them. That's how I've always been.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I'm the type of person that if I ever blowed up, I would never forget where I came from, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a lot of people that end up, hitting the big time on the internet, going viral and all that, and they just let the fame and everything kind of get to their head. I hope that I hit the big time one day, but I hope I don't forget people like you or BVD or anybody on here, and I hope that it doesn't screw with me. I hope it doesn't mess me up, because man, that's never a good path, man, because everyone always has something if they don't have anybody, there's at least something that I think inspired them to start on whatever they are. Mm-hmm. There's something, right? Whether good or bad. I mean, just if it's bad, you don't want to forget that, because you want to obviously eventually you'll realize, like, I screwed that up, and don't forget what you screwed up, so you don't make the same mistakes. But if it's good, you should have people to thank don't forget those people. Use what you can learn from them, and I guess use it to inspire others.
Yeah, I hope to make that. I hope to make my channel a brand one of these days. I hope that
Right.
happens. But if it doesn't happen, dude, I'm good with 1,000 subscribers. I'm happy.
Yeah.
That's my goal. At 1,000, continue. I mean, like, look at the comment section. We got Squid Tart here. Squid
Yeah.
Tart is one of the hardest working people on YouTube, and that
He's
is
great.
no lie. That he is the best editor, everything. He's one of the most hardest working people on YouTube. No offense to you, Ballard. He is one of the most hardest working people on YouTube, and so is D4 and Trenches and all those guys. Even you. I mean, we put
Yeah.
a lot of work in. There's a lot of stuff that the people that are in the comment section don't see behind the scenes, like the frustrations and like the damn it, my video won't render. It's a piece of crap. You're welcome, Squid Tart. Anytime, buddy. I love you to death, man. But I mean, I and people talk about how I can't record a YouTube video. I don't have a camera. All you need is a phone, bro.
Right.
I,
You got
I
a cell
use
phone, you can do anything
yes.
practically.
I
I
use
mean,
for my UGA hype videos. I use KineMaster on my phone,
bro. Right. Yeah.
and for when I do serious videos, I use StreamYard because you can videotape on StreamYard. So
Right.
yeah, so it's not hard. You just got to be
Yeah.
able to put the you got to be able to put the work in to get stuff done.
Absolutely. Talk Chess Hall. Go subscribe to him on YouTube. We do an amazing but unprofessional sports show. Now Sunday nights at 9 Eastern. Chess, you are a diehard Georgia Bulldog fan, and
Yep.
you know a lot of people might think that because Georgia's relevant now, because they're on the national stage here or there, that maybe you're a bandwagon fan. But talk about what got you first off, I guess, into college football, and what got you pulling for the Georgia Bulldogs. How long you been watching them, and would you say that, like, who would you say is probably the best player that you've seen, at least in your lifetime?
Okay, so my grandfather, who is a huge Braves fan, huge Georgia fan, huge Atlanta Falcons fan. I grew up around Georgia Bulldogs.
Right.
I started watching in 03. I didn't watch like I do now. I didn't start watching like I do now until about 2011. But I did watch games, and I was into it. But people that, if anybody ever mistakes me as a bandwagon, I've been through the highs and the lows of Georgia. I've seen us win the SEC title in 05.
Yeah.
Seen us in 07. We should have had the national championship team. Honestly,
yeah, I'd give you that one.
I went through the Joe Cox era, the worst quarterback that we've ever had.
Yeah.
I had to watch my Aaron Murray get destroyed in 2011 against Boise State in an opening game with the Power Rangers uniforms. I saw the heartbreak for the SEC title in 2012.
Yeah.
Aaron Murray get hurt his senior year on senior night. Hudson Mason, Jacob Eason.
Yeah.
Lose the national title in the last minutes. Lose against the same team next year. Lose against. I've seen it all, man. And my favorite player I've ever seen at Georgia, believe it or not, it's not Nick Chubb and it's not Todd Gurley. It's Aaron Murray because I have a special bond with Aaron Murray. He threw his first passing touchdown to Chris Durham, who went to the hometown high school where I live. So Aaron Murray will always be my favorite player at Georgia that I've ever seen play. So I ain't no bandwagon. Anybody thinks I'm a bandwagon, you're crazy as hell.
I don't know if they're we're talking with my good buddy TikTok Chess Hall. Again, check him out on YouTube. But and yes, Georgia's good. Yep. But I mean, they haven't won the SEC since 2007. Their relevance, but would you say they're relevant enough that they could have bandwagon fans? Like, is it even worth like?
Wait a minute, Ballard. We won the SEC in 2017. What are you talking about?
I said 2017.
I think you said 2007. My bad. Sorry.
I might have. I apologize. But I mean, like, it's been pretty recent. But it's kind of been like, I don't want to say it's been a downfall, but it's been kind of hard for Georgia to get back. So, I mean, the fan base and everything, I mean, is there, like, I'd say if there are bandwagon fans, a few of them have been like, man, we can't. 4 years. I don't know. It's been 4 years since it's happened.
A lot of people have a lot of problems with Georgia fans because we're loud and obnoxious assholes. Pardon my language.
Yeah.
I'm not that type of guy. I'm the Georgia fan that'll shoot straight with you. Like last year, I knew we were going to lose against Alabama. I told Ballard we were going to lose against Alabama.
Right.
I knew we were going to lose. But when it comes to videos and stuff, yeah, I'm going to hype my team up. But if I know we're going to lose, we're going to lose.
Absolutely.
I'm not a Disney dog. Which,
Yeah.
if you don't know what a Disney dog is, it's a Georgia fan that thinks there's nothing wrong with the program. I don't care if we're blowing a team out 50-0. If we get a flag or something, or if we get a pass interference on something, I'm gonna get mad and say something about it. That's how I've always been.
Right.
And that's just how passionate I am about my team. Like, if my team loses, it'll affect me for at least 2 or 3 days. That Bama loss, dude, that affect me for 2 or 3 days easily. That national title loss affects me for a week. I didn't watch ESPN, Sports Center, nothing. The 2012 ACC title game, I freaking cried my eyes out that night.
I know.
Because I haven't seen Georgia get that close to a national title since I don't know when. So
as far as you know, at least the 80s. Like.
I mean, 05 and won the SEC title game, but we didn't, go to the Natty or nothing like that. But that's the closest Georgia's been since fucking like 02 or 03. I can't remember 02, 03. I don't remember. But I don't know, man. I'm very passionate about my team, and I'll fight for my team all day long. I'll argue with any fan base. I don't care. I mean, you can't win against the Alabama fan because they've got like 18 national titles, but I'll argue with the Bama fan all day long. I don't give a damn.
I love
yeah.
I was just gonna say, you ever seen the movie Remember the Titans? I love when Coach Herman Boone, which Remember the Titans, by the way, the best football movie I have ever seen, best sports movie hands down. He brings these guys in, and he's talking to the team, and it's all, like, I love when he's like chanting at them, what is pain? Fresh air. Will you ever quit? No, we want some more. We want some more. We want some more. And he's, there's this other part. He's like, we'll be perfect in every aspect of the game. You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, run a mile. Perfection, and that's just, Nick Saban's got that attitude at Alabama. I can tell that Kirby has that at Georgia, but obviously there's been some ups and downs where, like, I know you've said on occasion, like, he needs to keep his hands off the offense and everything, which it seems like this year he's going to let, the coordinator and JT take over. But, like, man, I love that mentality, man. You don't, like, Alabama won the Citrus Bowl a couple years ago. God, how the hell? We won the Citrus Bowl. It was great that we won a bowl game. Can't complain about that. But the standard of Alabama, and everyone knows, the standard is the Golden Scepter, the national championship. So I kind of sat there. We beat Michigan. I'm happy we won the game, but I'm like, we could have lost the game. I wouldn't have been too upset because it's not the standard. So where is Georgia right now? Like, if they make it to the national title this year, can you really sit there and be like, at least we made it back? Or are you sitting there? Because Georgia's got to win it, right? That's kind of where they're at.
Yep, for sure. I'm not going to want Kirby fired if we don't make it to the national title this year. I mean, he's done really good. I mean, he's done more than Mark Richt has.
Yeah.
I love Mark Richt to death. He was such a good coach, but he was soft.
Yeah.
I like that he was a good Christian guy, but you can't. You got to have that. You got to have that intensity in football, and Mark Richt really didn't have it.
Yeah.
Kirby is not a good game. He's not a good game day head coach. He makes stupid decisions.
Right.
But I believe that Todd Monken, our offensive coordinator, will fix those things this year. Yeah, we got a couple injuries going into the Clemson game. Yeah, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
Do I still think we're going to beat Clemson? Yes, I do. Because I think I think it's Georgia's year. I know I say this every year, but this year just seems different than any other year that I've watched
Georgia. It's set up. You finally have a quarterback. You're always going to have a great elite defense. And I was saying this too when I was previewing Georgia and Clemson the other day. Georgia is one of the few teams in college football. You got an injured player out in like Pickens or whatever, but I mean, even if you lost, like, Georgia's one of the few teams in college football because of how they recruit. You could lose a guy. It's next man up mentality, and you're putting guys on the field that are going to, be a good beneficial factor for the team.
I mean, if you look at the 2017 roster, all we had was Sean Michelle and Nick Chubb.
Right.
And then we had Roquan. That's it, bro. We didn't have no player on that team on offense as wide receiver. We had like Terry Gobbin on them, but they wasn't star wide receivers. They were people that probably kids that would go to Alabama and be second or third string, and they balled out. Kirby's
Right.
a great recruiter. He's probably one of the best recruiters in the nation.
Absolutely.
But I just think some of the decisions he's made has been really stupid. But things are turning around. I think this year's going to be different. I mean, it's set up for Georgia to win the East. Florida's down. Florida's down.
There's nobody really in the East. I mean, it's a clear cut path, it seems like.
Yes, it is. And I think if we beat Clemson and not get too big of a head,
right,
and we play each game the rest of the season and do good, we could go to the SEC title game and lose and still be in the playoffs. It's possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking with my good buddy TikTok Chess Hall. Go ahead and say what you were fixing to finish up with.
And if I'm being honest here, man, I don't know if Bama makes it to the SEC title this year. I really don't know.
I don't blame you for that. We do lose a lot, but Chess.
So,
I'm gonna step outside of football real quick. Get back to just knowing you personally. You're a big guy. I would assume you love food. What's your go-to like game day? Game day food on like you're sitting down watching football. What's your go-to game day meal?
Well, I really don't sit down and eat during my streams, the game day. But before I did that, it'd probably be like hot dogs, hamburgers, something like that, wings.
There you go. Yeah, get a good barbecue going, right?
Yeah, man. I love grilling out. Grilling out's fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love my grandfather grills often. We'll grill like steaks or pork chops and burgers, ghetto burgers to be more specific. But
can I answer a question in the comment section? Is that okay?
Yeah, which one?
How has he done more than Mark Richt? Well, he's done more than Mark Richt in a shorter amount of time.
Yeah.
He brought Georgia to a national title his second year at Georgia. That's insane. Mark Richt didn't do that. The closest Mark Richt came was the SEC title game in 12. So that's what I meant by that, Jerry. But yeah, Ballard, you can ask me whatever you want, man. I'm an open book. You know that. I don't care. I'll answer whatever.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So what's your schedule look like as far as 2022 and when's the trip to Alabama going to happen?
2022. The trip to Alabama will happen sometime in 2022. I guarantee that. I got to come see you, buddy.
Yeah.
That's got to happen, and definitely a trip to Florida to see my buddy Trenches. That's got to happen. So
yeah,
my schedule is going to be pretty full for 2022, but I'm excited and I'm ready, and let's get it.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir,
buddy. And eventually, obviously, you will come. Are you prepared for what you're about to walk into? Not necessarily, I'm not talking my neck of the woods, but just Alabama in general, man. Because imagine you're driving. You got to make a stop at like a gas station. You go in. Are you prepared for the people that you are going to meet in Alabama?
Good God, Ballard. Yeah, like I'm going to meet the village people. Come on, man.
I'm just making jokes. I know how you guys like to add some stereotypes to Alabama fans and Alabama and all that. That's all it is. But Trenches wants to know how much wood can a woodchuck chuck. Just wondering, guys.
If a woodchuck could chuck wood, I don't know. A lot?
I don't know. All the wood that a woodchuck could chuck, I guess. Man. But yeah, y'all do me a favor, go subscribe to Chess Hall, check him out on YouTube. He does amazing content, and it just seems like his channel's just going up and getting better and better. And I'm trying to think of some rapid fire questions I could ask you. Let's see. Favorite film franchise, Chess, you got any?
Yeah, probably favorite film franchise. Oh man, I gotta say, it's a toss up. I like the Fast and Furious, but the Godfathers are really good too. Except for Godfather 3, it was terrible.
I don't think I've seen any of the Godfather films.
You're
I
missing
really
out,
haven't.
bro. You're missing out.
I know. There's so much I never actually watched. First off, growing up as a kid, obviously, but just in general, like I would watch movies with my dad, but he never showed me like the best of the best films or whatever. Um, I've always been like a Harry Potter or Star Wars guy, but I'm not like a super huge nerd. I enjoy them. I'm not the biggest nerd in the world. I can't answer any question you have about them, but you know, yeah,
Yeah, Harry Potter's cool. That's a good one too.
yeah. What's up, Jacob?
So, Jacob.
Ultimately, Chess, if I ask you where you see yourself, I guess 5 years from now on YouTube, like, is there a certain number of subscribers you would like to have? Is there something like for example, I created myself like a small website on Wix or whatever. Like, is there a TikTok Chess Hall website in the future? Like, where do you see TikTok Chess Hall going in 5 years?
Um, I definitely see me having 2,000 or 3,000 subs. I hope.
Okay, there you go.
Merchandise, hopefully, like shirts and
Oh
stuff.
man, I'm gonna get me a hoodie. Let's go.
I don't know about a website. Maybe eventually, if I got big enough. But
yeah,
that's about it. 5 years. Yeah.
That would be really cool. I might have to work on some merchandise. I feel like myself, like I've been on a year and a half. I got 400 something subs. I got a website. I've kind of done it all kind of fast in a way, but you know what they say. What's that saying? Go big or go home. So I try to take advantage of any opportunity with this stuff, especially for someone like me trying to work on my career with it. You know, I try to take what I can get, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Georgia players, okay, on the roster. The outside of JT Daniels, because I know there's a lot of hype around him. For a Georgia fan like you, what's a player on the roster you're looking forward to seeing have a great year this year?
Jermaine Burton, all the way.
Ooh. Is that based on, I guess, like recent years with how he's been at receiver?
Last year, he did a really good job, especially in the Cincinnati game, and I think he would have had a better year than George Pickens would have.
Ooh. And see, George Pickens was supposed to be y'all's lead receiver this year, it seemed like, until obviously he got hurt.
Yep.
If you guys have any questions for Chess, put them in the comments. I'm honestly running out of stuff to talk about, man. I mean, we've gotten to definitely know you more, you know, as a YouTuber and everything. Let's see. Talk to me about how you feel. You seem to clown Dan Mullen quite a bit on YouTube. What is it about Dan Mullen that intrigues you? What is it about him that you just want to just laugh at him about? Just talk to me about Dan Mullen. And then, have you met his wife?
No, I do not have a venereal disease. I have not met his wife. So it's Dan Mullen's game day. He tries to start fights. He talks shit on Georgia every year.
Yeah.
He runs his mouth. He shows up to a press conference in a Darth Vader uniform, looking like an idiot. Yeah. And Megan Mullen kisses everybody coming off the bus, and she's patient zero. So I will never like Dan Mullen, and I hope that Florida loses every game this year.
Wow.
That's how I feel about it. Fuck Florida. Pardon language, but yeah.
So that means I know who you're pulling for week 3. The Crimson Tide going to Gainesville, and I know who you're pulling for that week, man. Man, do you watch? Are there any other sports you pay attention to outside of football for Georgia? Like when basketball season kicks off, like they had a pretty decent year last year. Do you get into basketball?
Not really.
Okay. What do you like to do in your free time outside of YouTube?
I'm just playing. No.
Oh God. I knew that was coming.
Play with my dog.
Say something.
My free time, work on videos. About it.
Work on videos. There you go. And man, who would you say, as a big WWE fan, we just brought trying to bring this new segment, Smack Talk Showdown or whatever, to the Unprofessional Sports Show. Who would you say growing up was your favorite wrestler?
The Rock all the way.
Oh man, yeah. I never was around to actually see guys like him fight. I see guys today. You know, we just saw the Universal Championship with Cena and Roman Reigns, which I thought was very historic. I love watching those guys fight. I love watching. I don't know what I like more, SmackDown or Raw. Monday Night Raw is pretty intriguing to me.
SmackDown's way better.
Yeah, I like that Japanese Nakamura, and I love his guy that comes out, plays his theme song with the guitar.
Well, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.
I apologize. Making jokes. Trenches wants to know when you'll beat him in a challenge.
It's next week.
What do you guys do? Do you guys know what the challenge is?
Some kind of video challenge. We'll figure it out Friday.
Cool. That'll be interesting. So, Chess, you ever have you ever had to eat a bunch of fortune cookies or anything like that? No, but you did. I won't mention his name, but you were on the show. What was it like though when you had to do a mukbang and you had to eat all those fortune cookies? How did you handle that?
It sucked. My mouth was cut up for days, and I was bleeding out of the mouth.
I did it. You know, I saw you sitting there before it started, and I'm just like, this isn't going to be as hard as I thought it would be for Chess. I mean, they're fortune cookies I can handle, but I mean, it's a stale cookie. It's got a note in it. And the fact you also had to read every single fortune, didn't you? I think.
Yep,
And
yep.
I mean, so you had to read the fortunes. You had to do it in a certain amount of time, in like I think 20 minutes. And I was just curious how that mukbang turned out.
It was stupid, and I would never do it again.
Wow.
Sorry, I got a background audience that loves you, Ballard. Big fan.
I really don't have much else, man, but I've said it quite a few times. You're definitely my best friend, and I appreciate you coming on the show. I'm going to let you have any closing words, anything you got going on this week on your channel, anything you want to promote, anything you want to say about Georgia before the season kicks off next week.
Yes, I'd like to say something. Halls of Fame this Friday, 10 p.m. It's the same time. And then you got the El Paso Sports Show Sundays at 9. And then I got 2 or 3 videos coming out this week. I don't know who I'm going to cover.
Okay.
And Ballard, quit being racist. Love you, buddy. Bye.
Oh, my gosh. TikTok Chess all, everybody. I love you, Chess. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you, everyone, showing up in the comments today. This is probably actually the longest Ballard Sports 360 episode that I've done. Believe it or not, we're at an hour 10.